Hey to my YouTube people. I need this light. Oh no, the light's good. Thank you, Katara. We are going to have a conversation. Now, a few I don't want to say rules, but a few things before I get started. So if you have a question that does not deal with what I'm talking about right now, um, save it for Saturday, because on Saturday is a Q&A session I do every Saturday where I sit down, you ask me any question that you have. So if you have a question today that does not deal with what other people think about you and how to deal with what other people think about you, I need you to save it for Saturday, or if I randomly go live during the week. Okay, so that's that. Second thing, if you do have a question that deals with what I'm talking about, try to save it to the end because I do like a mini Q&A. Okay, so it's my only things. All right, so let's get started. So today's topic is what other people think of you is none of your business. What, I need you to say that with me. What other people think of me is none of my business. Okay. Now I'm sure you're like, what do you mean it's not my business? I care about what people think about me. You should always want to please people. You should always want to keep people happy. Nah, not really. Um, when I say, well, I got this quote from a lady named Lisa Nichols. And when she spoke this quote to me 2 years ago now, actually 2019, so last year, when she spoke that quote to me, it was like chains have fell off my life. Like I just felt so free. Because when I sat down and really got into it, like, thank everybody for coming in. If you don't mind, share this broadcast. We're talking about what other people think of you is none of your business. When she said it, I had to take some time and like marinate on what she was saying, right? Because I was like, what does that even mean? You know what I mean? People, like, why wouldn't I care about what somebody thinks? Like, I want them to like me so that they'll follow me. I want them to like me so that they'll give me likes and shares. I want them to like what I'm doing. I want them to like me. I just want them to like me. And if they don't like me, like, I should care about it. And I should start changing who I am to make sure they like me. There's so much wrong with everything I just said. I should want them to like me so that they'll like my statuses. I should want them to like me, and I'll change who I am to make them like me. That's a big issue, but it's something that all of us do. It's something that all of us have a habit of doing. Whenever we are being ourselves and somebody doesn't like it, one of our first reactions, because we're afraid of being alone, one of our first reactions, because we don't want people to talk bad about us, we don't want people to look at us a certain type of way, is that we start to change and shift who we are so that somebody else will like us. So if I like to make jokes and I like to make people laugh, and somebody one day looks at me and says, you doing the most, which has happened to me. You doing the most. You, like, why are you doing all of that? You know, the first time I'm gonna be like, whatever, she don't know what she's talking about. He don't know what he's talking about. I'm gonna keep being myself. But if they continue to say that, I'm gonna start caring a lot, especially if they're a friend, especially if there's somebody that whose opinion I kind of hold to a high standard within myself. When they say stuff like that, I'm like, maybe I should change who I am. And all of us have gone through that, right? When we're scrolling on social media and we're seeing people doing something similar to what we're doing, we're like, well, maybe I should do it how she's doing it. You know, maybe you tell a joke, but you got on all your clothes. Maybe somebody else tell the same joke, but they wearing a bikini and they get more likes than you get. What do you say to yourself? Well, maybe I need to change who I am. Maybe I need to change what I believe in. Maybe I need to change, the limits I put on myself and do what she's doing because that's what's getting the likes. And so we start to compromise what we think, limitations that we place on ourselves because of what we believe. We start to throw them out the window because we're like, I want them to like me so much. I'm willing to do whatever I got to do to get them to like me. And that's a dangerous territory. And I've talked about this before, but I'm going to talk about it again. Right. We're trying to fit in. But it's a dangerous place because of a few things. The reason why it's important for you not to care what other people think of you and why that's not your business is because people are always changing. I got you, Brianna. Give me a second. People are always they like. People are always changing the things that they think are beautiful. People are always changing what normal and what the standard is. And I do these when I say normal and standard because there's no such thing. It's foolish to think that all of us are supposed to attribute to one level of normalcy when all of us are born to be different. You'll never be me, and I'll never be you. So for us to try to follow this whole, I need to be normal, I need to fit in. What am I fitting into? And what am I losing on the way to fitting in with whatever you got going on? What am I losing? A lot. Because that means that I have to fit into whatever box there is. I have to be whatever kind of person you want me to be. Hey, in order for me to fit into your box. That's right, Frida. People in society are never satisfied. So you might as well do your own thing. That's it. We have not learned how to be satisfied. The world has not learned how to be satisfied. And so instead of them being satisfied, they just continue to change. They continue to go with the trends. Okay, this week, I think what's good is if you do this specific dance that somebody made up. Okay, that was last week. This week, what we think is good is if you show us what your room looks like. Okay, we did that. That was last week. Why are you still doing that? That's last week. I'm not going to like your video because you're doing what was the trend last week. You're not doing the trend this week. It is tiring to try to keep up with all these trends to be liked. And so we compromise who we are to fit into these boxes. We compromise who we are to fit into people's mindsets of what it means to be amazing, what it means to be beautiful, what it means to be liked. And we end up putting ourselves on a shelf, the real us on a shelf, so we could try to fit in with other people. So we could try to fit the mold that other people want us to fit into. So we can try to be liked by people. We want people to like our video. We want people to like our status. We want people to like us, like me. Oh, you don't like me when I'm being myself? Then I won't be myself anymore. And then we end up with the trend of everybody trying to be like somebody else. We end up with the trend of everybody trying to follow behind somebody else. And instead of us having a world full of originals, we have a world full of terrible carbon copies. We have a world full of people that aren't themselves. There's no originality to them, but they're made up of what everybody else has said to them. They're instead made up of, oh, I'm going to be like her. I'm going to be like her. I'm going to be like her. I'm going to have a whole lot of her because everybody likes her. Hey, Carly. Everybody likes her. So I'm going to be all of these makeup pieces. But the original me, I don't even know what you're talking about. Me being original, what am I going to be original for? When I tried to be original, I was rejected. So instead of focusing on us knowing that we're original, we're one of a kind, we focus on the part of, I just want to be liked by people. And these people on the outside, I want them to like me. But what other people think of you is none of your business. Now, why is it none of my business? Why? Right? We just talked about what happens when we make it our business. We're changing who we are. Hey, Moon Raptor, we're changing who we are. We're doing things we wouldn't normally do. We're compromising what we believe in. We're not standing up for the things we want to stand up for anymore because nobody liked it, because nobody was on our side. So that's what happens when we do it. But why should I not care what other people think about? I'm going to tell you why. Because you literally cannot control what other people think of you. I read a quote one day and it really blew my mind. The quote basically said, I can't quote it word for word, but the quote basically said, nobody you meet, nobody you come in contact with will ever see you the way you see yourself. Nobody. Don't matter how close they are. Doesn't matter how much you told them about who you are. Doesn't matter. Nobody on the planet will ever see you the way you see yourself. Now, that means no matter what words you say, you could go to someone and be authentic. You can go to somebody and be your authentic self, your real self, be super nice, and somebody will still take that as something being offensive. There are people out there now that are giving away hundreds of thousands of dollars to different types of organizations and to different types of fundraisers, and people still do not like them to this day. There was a video I made, and this isn't calling anybody out, but this is what happened. So a few girls have been asking me for my skincare routine, right? So one day I did my skincare routine all the way through, and I said, oh, let me record it. Let me put it on TikTok because girls asked for it. So I filmed it, put it up on TikTok. One girl came on, and I didn't say like, you better do this for your skin. Your skin will look like trash. I didn't say none of them words. Y'all know I don't talk like that anyway. The most thing I said was, you need to shave your nose hairs. That's all. You need to trim your nose hairs. That's all I said. One girl got on and she said, you need to. I thought this was a video dealing with insecurities. And I responded to her. I said, I do speak about insecurities. However, some girls asked me for my skincare routine and I was just sharing. And if you're offended by what I said, if you delete me, I will not be offended. That's what I told her. And her response was, I'm sorry. I was just having a bad day at school and it just kind of came out. I wasn't upset because this is why. I knew that what I was doing, I had pure intentions. I knew that with what I was doing, that I wasn't saying anything negative to harm anybody at all, period. I knew that. I knew that. I knew that when I made the video, I was being nice. I wasn't saying anything rude. I was just giving helpful information. I was giving somebody what they asked me for. I know that I was doing that. So I could go to sleep at night and not be talking and turning, feeling like I did something wrong. But even though I know that I made the video with pure intentions, there was still one person that had something negative to say. There was one person. And see, if I care what people thought about, I would have deleted the video. I would have sent her a message, said, I'm so sorry. I hope that you weren't offended. I will take this video down. No. I'm not going to do that because I know that my intentions were pure. I know that the things that the words I was saying and the products that I was providing, I know I wasn't doing anything to be malicious or to be rude, to be unkind. But that's a specific example of you can't control what other people think. Itis, I just sent you a message. So I just added you. So just send me a message because I can't address it right now, sweetheart. So it's important that you don't take to heart what other people are saying about you. It's also important that you don't care about what other people think because you literally cannot control what other people think about you. You cannot control their thoughts. You can't control them. I don't care how nice you are to a person. Somebody will always say you're being mean. I don't care how long you practice your singing or your writing or your dancing. Somebody is always going to say, that wasn't so good. There's always going to be one because there are people in the world that are kind of focused on not understanding you. There are people in the world that when they meet you, based on who they are, based on the lens they see the world, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute, based on how they see the world, they will always reject you. Always. There are people that will always reject you, no matter what you do. And that's why you cannot care about what people think about you. Because that one person that stands out in the crowd will always bother you. That one person that stands out in the crowd while everybody's clapping, it could be 29 people clapping. And there'll be that one person that refuses to clap. Just because they don't want to clap for you. They're jealous of you, or they're just the type of person that doesn't want to clap. But why is it that we focus so much on a one person not wanting to clap, but we can't focus on the 29 people clapping it up for us? We can't focus on the full audience of support that we have because of the one or two that may disagree with what I'm doing. And one of the reasons, a few of the reasons people are almost like you can't convince them to see you the way you want them to see you. One of the reasons is because they have their own lens on how they view the world. This is what I mean when I say that. All of us have been raised different. We all have different parents, and we were raised differently. We're raised in different places. We're raised in different circumstances. So some of you have a lot of money. Some of you came up, you didn't have much money in your home. Some of us came up in households where people believed that a certain group of people was better than another group of people. A certain group of people was a bad type of person. Some of those people are raised to believe that way. So if anybody gets on my, and this is just me speaking hypothetically, somebody could get on my live right now, and the way they were brought up was Black people are bad. I'm not saying anybody on here is like that. This is just me speaking a random situation to get you to understand. Somebody could get on here and they were raised to believe that Black people were bad. Or we could say another one. They were raised to believe that women should not be speakers. They were raised to believe that women should just be in the kitchen. They should just be at home taking care of babies. That's what some people are. That's what some men, some boys are raised to believe. Okay. I'm not going to be offended because that's your belief. That's how you came up. Right. So if a guy were to get on here, or even a girl were to get on here and see me talking and see me passionately trying to encourage and teach, they would automatically reject me. Why? Because that's what they were taught to do. If they were taught to have the mentality that women should be silent, women shouldn't be speaking out, women shouldn't be speaking or teaching other people. If they had that mentality and I cross paths with them, we're automatically going to bump heads. It's going to be automatic. We're automatically going to bump heads. Why? Because the lens that you see the world through, I don't fit in that lens. The box that you put women in, or the box that you put Black people in, I don't fit in that box. And so your natural reaction is going to be something is wrong with her. The natural reaction that type of person will have is, I need to shoot her down because she's not in her place, because that's what you've been taught. So I can't sit and say, I need to care about what everybody thinks about me. Because how you see the world is different from how I see the world. How she sees the world is different from how I see the world. And so you may be brought up in a household that believes women should be silent. I was brought up in a household where women were strong. So we automatically bump heads. And if you were to get on here and say, you need to be quiet, you're not speaking anything good, you need to shut your mouth. If I cared about what people thought about me, I would end this live and be done. If I were to take what that person was saying to me and take it personal and say, I'm not saying nothing good, I just need to be quiet. He or she is absolutely right. I just need to shut my mouth. If I cared about what people thought about me, but I can't care what people think about me. Because you see the world different from how I see the world. And the minute I say your words or your thoughts are more important to me than my own thoughts, then how am I ever going to be the person that God called me to be? How am I ever going to have my answer for the world to come out? How am I ever going to change the world if I'm so focused on what you think about me? And I can't focus on what you think about me because I can't change what you think about me. How you choose to think about me is your choice and your choice alone. And there's literally nothing on the planet I can do to change it. I could be nice. I could be kind. I could give money. I can go travel around the world building schools, and somebody will still have a problem with me. But I can't care about what they think. The minute I care about what somebody thinks about me, I have just put myself in the back seat and put somebody else as a driver. I am allowing somebody else to guide my life. I'm allowing somebody else to be in charge of my life. I'm allowing somebody else to take me to certain places where they want me to go. And many times I was never supposed to be there. But because I put your thoughts before I put myself, because I put your thoughts before I put my own thoughts, You are now controlling my life. The thoughts of other people control my life. So when you are doing a video, recording a video on TikTok, when you want to speak up in class, and the first thing that you think about is, oh, what are they going to think about me? That moment of authenticity, that moment of originality dies. Hear me. Hear me. The moment you say to yourself, I want to do this, and you get excited about it, and you get hyped up about it, and you're ready to go for it. And the next thought becomes, but what will so-and-so think? What will she think? Your originality and your authenticity dies in that moment if you let those thoughts take over. Because you say to yourself, I would be good at that, but they may not think I'm good at it, so maybe I shouldn't do it. And in that moment, your authenticity dies. You bury it. You have now put other people's thoughts as more important than your originality. You have put other people's thoughts, and it's the thing, they may not even think it. We create, and this ties in with anxiety, we create all these scenarios of what we think somebody might think about us. And we let the thoughts of what they might think stop us from being our authentic self, when truly they may not even have those thoughts. They may not even have them. But we're sitting up letting the thoughts about what they might think stop us from being authentic self. And now I'm sitting in a corner in a room, upset because I didn't be my authentic self, worried about what you thinking. And truthfully, you ain't even thinking about me. But I think you thinking about me. I don't know for sure, but I think you thinking about me. I think you having some thoughts about me, and I don't like the thoughts that I think that you thinking. And so because I think that you thinking them thoughts, I'm not going to do what I'm originally supposed to be doing. Or I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it the way I think you might want to see it. And then if I mess up, or then if it's not everything I wanted it to be, I'm mad at myself because I'm thinking I'm not good enough, when in fact I was good enough. I just let my thoughts about what I think you thinking about me stop me from being my authentic self. And so now I go from being my authentic and original self to being a bad carbon copy of what I think you want me to be. And my authenticity gets lost. My one of a kindness, the thing that makes me unique, the thing that makes me stand out amongst the crowd every time I walk in a room, it goes out the door. But I can't be worried about what other people think about me, because I can't change it. I can't do anything about it. I can't make you think a certain way about me. I can't force you to think a certain way about me. No matter what I do, you may still have negative thoughts about me. Doesn't matter. No matter what I do, you are going to have your thoughts about what you think about me, period. You're going to have them. You make the choice how you view me. How you were brought up in the world is going to be the lens you see me through. And I can't change your lens. I can't change how you see the world. But what can I control? How I think about myself. That is my business. What I think about myself is my business. How you think about you is your business. That is what is your business. That is what you should be concerned about. Nobody else's thoughts about you. Yours, because those are the ones you can control. So when you look in the mirror and you feel a certain type of way, you're thinking a certain way about yourself, you have the control and the power to change how you view yourself. So that means I'm blocking out all the negative words that my bully spoke to me. That means I'm blocking out all the things my brothers and sisters said about me. I'm blocking all of that out. First of all, because none of it is true if it's not all speaking positive to me. I'm one of a kind. You're one of a kind. You're rare. You're authentic. There's nobody on the planet like you. There never has been, and there never will be. You are a one of a kind edition, a limited edition. And once you're gone, you'll never be seen again. Your voice will never be heard again. Your eyes will never be looked into again. Your smile will never be seen again. Your answer for the world will never be brought out because it's inside of you and nobody else. How do I know? Because if it was going to be seen again, God would have made more of you, but there's only one. He only made one of you. And so for that reason, there is something special about you that is needed on the earth. So when you look in the mirror, it's not about facing and trying to make yourself love yourself. It's about, I'm going to love me because there's only one of me. I'm a world wonder. I'm one of a kind. Nobody can do what I do on this planet. Nobody's beautiful as I am on this planet, and they never will be, period. And so I changed the way I see myself. I changed the way I think about myself because that's the only thing I can control. Period. That's the only thing I can control. Period. I can't control how you think about me. I can't make you like me. I can't make you love me. I can't make you do any of those things. All of those are a choice. So when y'all say to me, how can I make my crush like me? You can't. Sorry. You cannot make your crush like you. Either they will like you for who you authentically are, or they will not. And if they do not, next. Why am I going to sit here and be sad because you don't like the authentic person I am? I'm not about to be sad. You don't like me for my authenticity? Bye. Bye. You're missing out. Not me, honey. I'm a gift. I'm a prize. So I'm not going to sit and be in the corner because my crush wanted somebody else. Have her. That's fine. She's one of a kind as well. She's a rare jewel as well. But am I going to sit up and try to make you like me? Am I going to try to make you notice me? Absolutely not. Well, I'm going to waste my time doing that. I'm going to be my authentic self, and either you going to see the beauty in that or you not. That's your choice. But I'm not going to sit here and force you to do it. That's how people ask me, what can I do to make my crush notice me? Be yourself, because you stand out, period. You stand out because you're your own self. There's nobody else on the planet like you. So you automatically stand out when you show up on the scene. I don't have to work to stand out. I stand out because of who I authentically am, because I control my thoughts towards myself. And I know that I'm a prize. I know what I bring to the table. I know that. So because I know what I bring to the table, because I know how valuable I am, because I know that if I let you date me, if I let you call me girlfriend, if I let you do that, you are benefiting because I know what I bring to the table. But am I going to sit here and force you to see it? Absolutely not. Because either you're going to see it or you're not. And I'm not going to work any harder than being my authentic self. Let me tell you why I'm not going to work any harder than being my authentic self. Let me tell you why you should only work hard being your authentic self. Because the minute I try to do something extra that's not me to get you, I got to keep doing that extra stuff to keep you. And that's where we get tired. Because I'm tired of trying to do this extra stuff to get you. And I got to do the extra stuff to keep you. And I don't even like doing the extra stuff to keep you. And then 3 months down the line, when I stop doing that extra stuff, you sitting up like, what happened? You used to do A, B, and C. I don't want to do that no more. Because that wasn't really me. That's why in 3 months, y'all be like, why my crush acting like that? Why they acting like that? Because they put on something fake to get you. And they got tired of putting on the fake persona. So now you seeing the real them. So that's why you can't go into these relationships faking who you are. That's why you can't go up to your crush and be acting like something you're not. Because then if they notice you for the something you are not, you got to keep being the somebody you are not to keep them around. And you tired. Because you like, I don't even want to do that no more. That's not even who I really am. But I'm trying to keep them around, so I'm going to just keep doing it. And then you end up compromising after compromise after compromise. And then you look back down the line and you like, dang, how did I get here? Like I look in the mirror, I don't even know who I am anymore. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Be your authentic self, no matter what anybody thinks about you. Be your authentic self, because you cannot control what anybody on this planet thinks about you. No matter what you do, no matter how much money you give, it does not matter. You cannot control what anybody thinks about you. And because you cannot control it, it is not your business. Because you cannot control what anybody thinks about you, it is not your business. What is your business is how you think about yourself. You should step on the scene and be authentically you because you love your authentic self. You love your authentic self. And you're not going to do the most trying to get somebody to notice you, because what you recognize is when I step my foot in the door, when I step up on the scene, I already stand out, because you ain't never seen nobody like me, period. And you never will. So I don't have to force myself to stand out. I don't have to do nothing extra to stand out. I'm going to be my authentic self, because that automatically makes me stand out from the rest. It's an automatic situation. How do you make your crush notice you? Be your authentic self. If he still don't want you, bye. Goodbye. I'm not about to force myself to make you notice me. I'm not going to change my authentic self because I'm one of a kind. I'm rare. I'm a world wonder. You ain't never going to see nobody like this again. Period. So I don't have to do nothing extra to stand out. I'm going to be my authentic self. And either you like it or you don't, it's a choice. And I'm not going to do nothing extra. And y'all know what I'm talking about, doing stuff extra. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Same with TikTok. Same with the videos you post. Some of y'all trying to keep up with the trends. Y'all trying to do what other people doing. Y'all trying to do what these influencers are doing. Y'all trying to do what everybody else out here is doing. And you like, why don't nobody like what I'm doing? Because the other girl just did it. So I'm like, your video, I already liked her video. They doing nothing but copying what she just did. You have to choose to be your authentic self. And if people choose to like your video, that's nice. If they don't want to like your video, that's nice too. It's fine. It doesn't take away from me, and it does not add to me, because I love me. I know what I bring to the table. When you come to my TikTok, I guarantee you not going to see content that anybody else has done. Why? Because I know my content is relevant, because I know that I stand out, period. So I don't have to fake it. I don't have to put on no airs. I don't have to do all this extra stuff everybody else is doing to get views. No, I'm going to be my authentic self, because I know the value of my voice. I know the value of my message, and I know what I bring to the table. And I know every time y'all get on my live, y'all going to be blessed. I know every time y'all get on my live, I'm going to say something that's going to help to change your life for the better. I know that. I'm confident in that. Not because I'm boasting, not because I'm sitting up here cocky, but because I know what I bring to the table. I know that when you come to my TikTok, you ain't never going to find a TikTok that looks like mine. Even if somebody were to try to make an account that mimicked mine, it would still not be my account, because there is only one of me. Same for you. Same for your TikToks. There's only one of you. There's only one of you. We should be, our TikTok, what TikTok should look like is a bunch of different videos with different types of talent, with different type of girls and guys doing things that bring them passion. that they're passionate about. That's what TikTok should look like. Not 50 million people doing the same routine over and over again. I know we like doing them. I know it's fun. It's the trend. Ain't nothing wrong with doing it for fun. But when you're doing it to try to get people to like you because you're trying to fit in, that's when there's a problem. Because your TikTok looks like somebody else's TikTok, and you wonder why you're not getting views, and you wonder why you're not getting friends, and it's because yours look exactly like everybody else's TikTok. So why is somebody gonna have 5 of the same type of accounts on their TikTok following? They're not. They want authenticity. Be your authentic self. If you're looking to stand out, be you. What are you passionate about? What are you driven about? Be you. Nobody else can touch your content because it came from you. I don't care if they do your video word for word. I don't care if they take your sound. Don't care. Duet you, whatever. It's still not you. Still not you. It's time for you to be your authentic self. It's time for you to change the way you think about yourself, because that you can control. And it's time for you to realize that what other people think of you is none of your business. Okay? I love y'all so much. I know I got riled up, I'm a little hot. What other people think of you is none of your business. All right? I need you to know that. I need you to know that. Period. That's right, SJ. Period. All right. I'm going to pray first, and then I'm going to take questions, and then I'll get off. I love you too. All right. And I will sing happy birthday to people whose birthday it is. Okay. So Father God, in Jesus' name, I first come to you. I say thank you. I exalt you for who you are. I thank you for every young girl that's on this live right now, listening. And Lord, the insight that you gave them about what other people think of them is none of their business. Lord, I pray that you would change their mindset around who they are, Lord. Help them to control the thoughts they think towards themselves. Help them to know that what other people think of them is none of their business, but how they view themselves is all their business. It's all they should be worried about, God. I pray, Lord, that you begin to change their mind, that when they look in the mirror, they don't see the things that bullies have called them. When they look in the mirror, they don't see the things their parents have said. When they look in the mirror, they don't see the things their family members have said. But when they look in the mirror, they see that they're authentic, rare, one of a kind, never to be seen again. Never has been seen, never will be seen again. Help them to see the value that they carry throughout this earth. Help them to know that they don't have to compromise for anybody to like them or to love them, but that the people that will love them for who they authentically are the ones that are meant to be in their lives. Help them not to compromise who they are to have friends. Help them not to compromise who they are to have crushes and to date people. I speak that they will never compromise again, that they will see the value in what they carry, and that they will walk it out every single day of their lives. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. All right, I'm going to take a few questions.